James Akers here, the tie guy. Today we're going to be tying a really cool tie. It is a silk and linen blend by Zegna. I picked this up on my trip last 2 weekends ago down in Charlotte. Shout out to my stylist Andre. If you need anything at all that Neiman Marcus carries, he will ship anywhere in America, and he is literally the best you could possibly work with. He's phenomenal. So I'll tag him on my Instagram. Check out Andre. He does a great job. So he helped me pick out this tie, as well as a bunch of other ties and shirts because that's the way I roll. But it's such a pretty tie. It's a very classy looking brown tie with little dark blue dots with some white geometrical patterns throughout. And it has kind of a crisscross stitching through it, which creates a little bit of depth to it. Really cool feel. Now this, of course, is a silk and linen blend, so it's going to be a little bit stiffer than just silk, but it still lays so nice. I mean, it just lays really, really nice. And overall texture has almost a wool feel to it. Feels really nice. I'm going to see how it ties. A lot of times your linen blend ties don't tie quite as good because that linen doesn't hold the knot like silk does. This feels a little bit more solid than my other linen blend, so we're going to see how it comes together here in just a second. As far as the review goes, it's a Zegna. I mean, what else can you say? You can't hardly beat Zegna with anything. It's not a real thick tie. It's medium thickness, but let me take this price tag off of here, and we will get to tying this tie. Let's see how this baby comes together, all right? Get my collar up here. I am wearing a pointed button-down collar, so we got to get a nice tight knot today. It's a risk you take when you tie a linen tie, but I'm up to the challenge today. We're going to see how it comes together. So let's find our spot here. This is not a super thick tie, so probably going to be right around this range, I'm thinking, on my spot. Let me get it down here. That brings the back of it just barely below my right pec. Take the long part of the tie. We crisscross over top of the short part. Then we come up and through. Then we come down, around, all the way up and over and through, holding everything nice and tight. Now I'll call this a checkpoint. I'm looking to make sure my triangles come together, which it is. Really, really nice there. Now we come out over the top. Get this color out of the way here. Out over the top, creating like a little pocket, back in behind, up and through. We'll push the tie down through that pocket we just created. Hold the top of the pocket and pull the tie down through. Turn it down. Hold on to the knot and pull on the long part of the tie to tighten it up there. Got a beautiful triangle. Now we're going to hold the knot. We're going to pull the short part. We're going to bring this up to our neck here. We want the tip of the tie, that's this part right here, to be somewhere between the top and the bottom of the belt buckle. And I am barely touching the top. So here's the trick. What we're going to do is we're just going to tighten this knot. We don't need to retie the tie right now. Just going to tighten the knot a little bit. I want to tighten knot anyway because I'm wearing a button-down collar. So hold on to the knot and pull on the long part of the tie. And watch this. We just bring it in a little tighter. And now look where we're at. Now we're halfway down. See, that's a little trick you can use if you tie your tie a little bit too short. Now, if your tie is a little bit too long, you can't really use that trick. You're going to have to retie it. And by too long, I'm talking like sagging way past the belt buckle, now in this range here. So let me bring the collar down and see how this all comes together here. Anytime you're wearing a button-down collar, you have to make sure, like I said, it's either a really nice tight knot or that the collar is wide enough to support a wider knot. Don't make it look all kinds of tacky, okay? So let's button these up. Hardest part of a button-down collar is this part right here. So see how this comes together. All right, looking good. That knot came together. I gotta tell you, never tied a linen blend tie that tied this nice. Great job, Zegna. Great job. Okay, let's bring this up. I don't want any gapping right here, so let's bring it all the way up here. We want to be in the middle. Wow, look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Tuck the back into the keeper, the strap in the back. And boom, we have a perfectly tied silk linen blend. It's 55% linen, 45% silk. Absolutely perfectly tied. It looks great with this shirt. Let's put this whole thing together. The look's going to start scrolling across the bottom of your screen. I'm going to go through it with you right now. Today we're wearing a brown Zegna suit. We're wearing a dark blue Brooks Brothers button-down shirt. We're wearing a brown Zegna tie with blue dots throughout. We're in a brown Salvatore Ferragamo belt with a silver Gancini logo belt buckle. And we're pairing that today with also Ferragamo shoes, a light brown Ferragamo Oxford. Check that out. So on my Instagram, Tie Guy James Akers, You'll see close-ups of the belt and shoes, close-ups of the tie, so you can see the texture in it. You also see selfies of me wearing the tie and the whole outfit staged, and close-ups of the knot, so you can really see how well that knot came together. So check out my Instagram there. Guys, if you enjoyed my videos, please click subscribe and like. I appreciate all of you watching. I am ready for work.